as I walk through this wicked world, searching for light in the darkness of insanity. I ask myself, is all hope gone? Is there only pain and hatred and misery? And each time I feel like this inside, there's one thing I want to know. What's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? Oh, what's so funny about peace, love, and understanding?
In 1992, a diverse group of community leaders formed the Rotary Club of East Arlington. Hi, I'm Scott Schuler. I'm a member of the East Arlington Rotary Club. Me and some of my friends would like to tell you a little bit about what we do and why we do it.
As I walk on through troubled
For 25 years, they have been just slogging away at this. And to my knowledge, we have just recently gone without a single case in all countries except Pakistan, Afghanistan, and Nigeria. It takes money to drive this mission. And this mission is to eradicate, not to ameliorate or to, just control polio. It's about eradicating it so that no child has to go through this horrendous disease. And look at this, polio. Polio, this horrendous disease, is almost wiped off the face of the earth. Unbelievable. It's these constant efforts of Rotary over these last 25, 26 years that have just been pounding and pounding and pounding. They didn't just come in and say, well, we're going to do this for 3 years and then we'll find some other cause to support. They said, we're going to pound away at this till it's gone. And it's almost gone. Unbelievable.
My spirit gets so downhearted sometimes.
In general, Rotary International, which has been big on polio, was saying, all right, we've about whipped polio, what do we look at next? And water supply. Our first trip, we looked around to see where there was somebody that we could individually help. Obviously, there's great need, and we are a small group and limited resources, but we found an orphanage, and based on the interaction with our group and their need, we picked them as the area that we would concentrate on. Water is a big need because of just water availability in general. They have two concerns. One is that the water they have available to them, they have a couple of wells that other charitable organizations have installed for them, but the water they get out of those wells is high solids and also is salty. It's just the state of the water that's available to them. And it's not so salty it can't be drank, but it is so salty that they can't use them long term. So the other available sources is every day they have to get in a truck, drive down the road to basically a pipeline that has been built into the mountains where they collect stream water, which is good quality, but it has concerns about health issues. So they capture the water, put it on a truck, drive it back to it. Then they have to treat the water through carbon and through filters to take out, other concerns, Legionella or bacterial concerns. So they have to treat this water. So they spend a lot of their time and effort obtaining drinkable water, potable water. So what we're trying to help them do is achieve a source either by treating the water they have available to them, the groundwater, or finding a better source of groundwater.
I've lived over half my life in Arlington. I got married here, my kids grew up here, my kids went to school here, I work here, I go to church here. And I think one of the keys to having a happy life is to do something to try to make your own community a better place to live.
Rotary is very much involved in the literacy of students and people in our nation. So we work with Lone Star Elementary School. Readers go and read to students, and that helps students to hear good readers read and helps them improve their reading.
Was it a wolf? Betsy reviewed her wolf checklist. Long snout, check. Bushy tail, check.
I don't want to take a lot of credit for how well the kids do, but they seem to really want to work hard when they come out here on one-on-one.
She cried wolf, wolf. She cried wolf.
The fact that when I walk in the classroom, they're excited to see me. When the teachers ask who wants to read to Mr. Wakefield today, all the hands go up. The hugs and the enthusiasm I get from them to say, yeah, it's certainly worth your time doing it.
'Cause each time I feel it slipping away, just makes me wanna cry. What's so funny about
So I've been involved probably since my dad had his accident 53 years ago in some form of athletics. So when we decided to adopt Brooks, it was a very easy thing for me to enjoy because I love adapted sports and I love the quad rugby because I had never done that before. So I really enjoyed it.
Quad rugby is sort of a unique game because each athlete needs equipment tailored really to fit them. And there are different pieces of equipment for different types of positions or functional levels. So when somebody has a need for a chair of their own as opposed to what we call a generic wheelchair, which, I mean, they're okay, but to really compete at the level that they need to compete nationally, they need to have their own specific equipment. So working with the designer, the builder of the equipment, having them measured and fit to each athlete who is going to order one really increases their skill level. It's really no different than an athlete wanting to have the perfect shoes or skis or whatever to enhance their skill level. Well, if I had $1 million, I would build them their own sports facility. But I know they have transportation needs. Some of the athletes don't have their own transportation. If they live out of Duval County, they can't use the local transportation because they don't cross county lines.
My dad is 90 years old and was a wheelchair Paralympian. He has had this car, for many years. The future is your target. Glenn, your future is in your hands. You can live a full and productive life and be completely independent. It's all in your attitude. If you take care of yourself, stay active, stay healthy, you can live a long and happy life. This car is one of many that has taken me anywhere I wanted to go. I am passing on to you my legacy of independence. Enjoy. Sincerely, Bob Hawes.
Alice Krause approached me about 5 years ago. She was very dedicated and very passionate about the program and trying to get me to come back out and do sports again after me being gone for quite a long time from the sports community. I came out for a rugby practice on a Saturday afternoon and absolutely loved it and have been hooked ever since. So when I got back into the adaptive sports community, I found so many activities that I had completely forgotten that I ever even wanted to try. Horseback riding and water skiing and surfing, and of course rugby has been incredible. So it's really opened my eyes on new challenges and new adventures and really given me a lot more to look forward to.
Well, from the very beginning, I thought this was the sport that I wanted to play.
Whenever Dylan first started playing rugby, he was in a chair that was about 3 sizes too big for him. And his arms were so short and the chair was so wide that he could barely push the chair. And he was doing about a 16-minute mile. And the East Arlington Rotary Club donated a chair, a custom-built chair for Dylan. And he went from doing a 16-minute mile, just over a 16-minute mile, to doing a little over a 9-minute mile. And he had improved his game tremendously.
And each time I feel like slipping away, just makes me wanna cry. What's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? Oh, what's so funny about peace, love, and understanding?
what really solidified my desire to become a Rotarian was simply their attitude of, if something needs to be done, let's just do it. If there was a question that needed to be answered or a problem that needed to be solved, I really believed this group of people could do it. And I wanted to be a part of that.
The main reason that I'm still a member and will continue to be a member is that connecting with people emotionally in a way where you can see how you help them is fun.